we did it again. Yesterday, the streets were full of Aussies demanding an end to mass immigration. It was also full of Australian flags, families, and even pets. So this was actually the second march for Australia, and despite all the slander against myself and the organisation, tens of thousands of Aussies turned out in like 20 plus locations across Australia, including rural towns in Queensland like Billawheeler. In that town, they marched at 8 a.m. to avoid the daytime heat, and you had people on horseback, so you had farmers and their families, all marching in solidarity with the bigger cities. And what this tells us is that the March for Australia, the demand to end mass immigration, it's something that the young to old, the rural to metropolitan, the farmer to programmer, the human to horse, it shows us that the majority of Australians want an end to mass immigration. Getting that message out there has been a key success of the March for Australia. We've known for a long time, decades of opinion polls have shown us that Australians strongly reject mass immigration, but it wasn't until they went into the street and showed their numbers, that we saw some real change. Because of our marches, there's a leadership spill pending in the Liberal Party. There's been a surge in populist parties like One Nation. Immigration has dominated the headlines and national conversation, and this movement is still so young. Again, this is just the second March for Australia, and so much has been achieved. The future of the movement is even brighter. The next march is planned for Australia Day, where in many states, the official celebrations and parades have been cancelled. Well, we've decided that enough is enough, and it's time to bring them back. There'll be plenty more to come on that, but for now, watch the changes develop in our politics, in the media, in the social discourse. Watch immigration become in Australia, like it is in Europe, in America, and basically the entire developed world. Watch immigration become the key and central issue which will define elections. For now, participate in Operation Raise the Flag. Get the flag flying at home, at work, in your town. Show that the Australian spirit is still alive and that the silent majority is silent no more.